Hello and welcome to the channel, guys. In this video I'm going to talk about the Indian cricket team's next assignment, that is the last test match of the Border Gavaskar Trophy, the Sydney test match, beginning on 3rd of January. So let's begin with the most talked about topic since the start of the series, or since the start of the New Zealand home series, I would say, because two India's veteran batters have not performed up to their potential, and this is not a very light topic, as you saw that in the Melbourne test, Shubman Gill, who was considered to be the future Virat Kohli with an exceptional tag, with a quality batting tag, and etc, was dropped from the Melbourne test match. This left the entire cricketing world shocked, as Rohit Sharma was moved up the order, pushing KL Rahul at number 3, which meant that Shubman Gill didn't find a place in the 11. So what's at stake at the SCG, or say Sydney Cricket Ground, on 3rd of January is, first of all, it's a do or die game for India as far as the WTC final is concerned. A loss in the last game will put India out of contention for the third consecutive WTC final, and this is not a very light thing, I would say, because India was leading the table before the New Zealand home series. India lost the home series after 12 years to New Zealand, and they were whitewashed. Not even lost, they were whitewashed. And when they came to Perth for the Border Gavaskar Trophy, nobody had big expectations from the team because of their recent performances, but this Indian team rose to the occasion and performed considerably well and showcased a dominating performance in the Perth test match, giving India a very good start to the Border Gavaskar series, raising hopes of the Indian fans that they might win the Border Gavaskar Trophy for the third consecutive time down under in Australia, I would say, because India has not lost the Border Gavaskar Trophy since 2016-17 series at home. So yeah, what might be India's likely 11? As per the reports suggest that Rohit Sharma will not drop himself, and I don't think it would be very good for a captain, or say a player of his pedigree, that he will drop himself. I don't think this is gonna happen. So Rohit Sharma will retain his place in the 11. He will captain the side. One other change that the team is considering after Rishabh Pant's 2 rash shots that he played in the Boxing Day test at Melbourne is that Dhruv Jurel, who performed really well for India A just before the Border Gavaskar Trophy began in November. So yeah, Dhruv Jurel might replace Rishabh Pant in the 11, and I don't see any reason to not include Shubman Gill in the 11. But yeah, after how Washington Sundar and Nitish Reddy safeguarded India, or rather saved India, in the final test match, in the last test match that they played, I don't think Shubman Gill will get a place again, and he will have to wait for his chance for another series, because this is the last match of the series. So let's start from the very first player, Yashasvi Jaiswal. Yashasvi Jaiswal has performed really well for India, notching up a century at Perth and 2 half centuries in the last test match at Melbourne. He was looking really good when he was run out on 82, when he was batting with Virat Kohli, of course. Whosoever the fault may have been, he lost his wicket on 82, and it was a very crucial turning point, I would say. It was a very big moment in the game. In deciding the test match, it played a really big factor. So yeah, Yashasvi Jaiswal might retain, or rather he will retain, a place in the 11. uh, Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli has just, I think, he batted well for his 36. The ball outside off stump has not been Virat Kohli's recent concern, and this has been the problem since 2014. But Virat Kohli has managed to score runs all over the globe since then, and I don't think that, yeah, he has to be patient, but I don't think it's a very major issue. And I don't think Virat and Rohit Sharma in test match cricket are on the same page, because we can't compare with them, because Virat Kohli is just way ahead of Rohit Sharma as a test batter, and the stats proves that, you guys know, the stats proves that. And let's talk about the Sydney cricket ground. Why Sydney cricket ground? You must have heard that is considered a ground that is very friendly to the subcontinent teams, because of the turning nature. There is a bit of spin on the wicket, on the pitch, which might prove to be a boon for India rather, because they are set to go win with two spinners, namely Ravindra Jadeja and Washington Sundar, two off-spinning all-rounders. And yeah, so this is it, and all is not lost for India, I would say, because a 2-2, if the series ends 2-2, India will retain the Border Gavaskar trophy, because they won the last Border Gavaskar trophy, so the trophy will come to India. So all is not lost for India, and the WTC final is also at stake too. Yes, they don't have anything in their hands now. India will be dependent on Sri Lanka when Australia tours Sri Lanka next month. India will be dependent on them, but yeah, to keep their hopes alive, it's a very, very big game on the cards, and it promises to be a very big game, as the series has been. We have seen some exceptional bowling performances from both the teams. We have seen some exceptional batting performances. Steve Smith played really well in the last couple of matches, notching 2 consecutive hundreds. Travis Head, though he didn't perform well in the Boxing Day test, but we all know what he brings to the table. Jasprit Bumrah has been a revelation this series. He has just been incredible, because to take 30 wickets in 4 test matches, leaving the home test bowlers, namely Pat Cummins, Mitchell Starc, Scott Boland, Josh Hazlewood, they are, they are big names, and to leave them behind, by far, this is why we are lucky. India is lucky to have produced something like Jasprit Bumrah rather. He has performed incredibly well, and his workload has to be managed, but I don't think India is gonna take any risk in the Sydney test match. Siraj bowled really well in the second innings, so yeah, he will retain his place. Akashdeep was very, very unfortunate in the last test match, because he bowled exceptionally well, but he didn't have wickets in front of his name to prove that he bowled incredibly well. So yeah, Sydney test match promises to be a thriller, promises to be an exciting test match for all the cricket fans all over the globe. And with all not lost for India, I think we should, and we will rather, back India to deliver against all the odds, to deliver Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli to deliver one final time rather, for the Indian cricket team. Because when the questions shifts to why are they retiring to when are they retiring, I don't think any player plays for that day. And yeah, they have a point to prove, and I think they should, and they will rise to the occasion. Thank you for watching. This was the first match preview uploaded on Statify TV. Statify is not new in sports media. This is just the beginning of the digital version of Statify. So do subscribe our channel and follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and other platforms as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Do share it as much as you can. Thanks for watching.